As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on... Joined by a... back up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to put that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Play action on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. From midfield now. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down for him. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and long for him here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Field goal team running out to 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. So here comes get set for their debut series. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down. And the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. Jukes one defender, and it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. This one returned for 11 yards. Set to go on offense. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating.
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. 10-zip here in the first. Up and they will kick this away. Returnable from the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. It's out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So out now comes the punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. About to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Has some daylight through the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On first down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Cut by Sutton. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down. He's going to throw this one. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Setting up the screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to some.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown! 16-point lead in the first. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. 3-possession lead. Up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high, brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to possession. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college, every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Crosses midfield, still going. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. About set for the second quarter here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Setting up the running back screen. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy looking to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On play action now, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Jump off caught by his back.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And not much doing quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's ball. 1st down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A give now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 17. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's McCarthy to throw. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You're not going to last long. Don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. It's a design boot. On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Almost the completion of the wrong team there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's got it. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. He gets a look up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. A 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front, confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage, and frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That's up and through for the point after. Lead in half, it's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 1. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. First down. Looking for a throw here. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 1. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions.
Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down. Connection. So we've arrived at halftime. The Chiefs with a lead so far on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing in Orlando.
Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the 2nd half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. Up, and they will kick this away. The turn starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Here comes the offense in the 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Cut out left. Space past the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Their offense and this running back to the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Pass play coming here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Tossing right to the short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Chicago brings out the punting unit. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To throw here on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10 from the 41. They're going play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Escapes the sack. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. There's a give, left side. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Looking to the air here. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And he will not get there. They stop him on fourth and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run as they get off the field.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On play action now, McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Hand off to the back. And it's a minimal gain here. Only gets him to about the 14. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 5 out of that one. And that's good for a Bears first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. Ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Man in motion here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback gonna be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 23. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Looking for an open man. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Back to the air, McCarthy. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion. He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. McCarthy to throw for it. And he has the Chicago touchdown! Trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg for him. Collins there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he drives it up past the 45. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Not the kick to bring out of the end zone, Brock. He is stopped well shy of where a touchback would have been. You come out on offense. And that last impressive touchdown drive, you know, they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, off play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He beams one deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. Now he's past the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Offense up to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 4th quarter lead. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. 4-point lead. Team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Running back, headed back out for a new series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought to fourth game. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. 4 points. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll try and throw it here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future. So often, so many of these games come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here they come, this is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And they got there in time, he's taken down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Now's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Up trying to get everyone in the line. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And a play that should win them this game. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, yours.
So the Bears come away with the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our crew, I'm Kate, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.